Welcome, Aries, to my temple. This is the Temple of Tarot, Astrology, and Yoga. My name is Ava, and I'm welcoming you into my temple to receive your September 2025 Astro Tarot forecast. A forecast relevant to you if your sun sign, your moon sign, or your rising sign is Aries. Channel news, the only channel news I have is of the recent video I made about living off-grid here in Hawaii, on the big island of Hawaii. It's a sort of experience that is very difficult to translate to you, but I'll at least in this video show you the system, how it works, how I use the sun's energy and rain for my domestic needs. I, at my age of 73, know that those systems that are provided by government or other agencies are often not that reliable. And so living like this, at least I'll be able to take care of my energy needs. And recently we've had another tenant on this property who is a horticultural expert, and we're attempting to create food not only for ourselves but for the community around us, for the anyone who is in need. So it's a beautiful experiment, and many people around the world are doing the same. And I've always dreamed of being a part of a community like this. And it's finally happened at this late stage in my life. All right, so if you're interested, please have a look. Those of you who are new to the channel may not be aware of how I go about these forecasts. I've been doing these forecasts on YouTube for 11 to 12 years now. And I have never changed how I present my tarot forecasts, which is a simple reading involving only 4 cards, 4 positions. But as of this year, I've added the astrology as well. And I like to keep that simple so that I can tie these 2 sister esoteric arts together and provide you a forecast that is informative and as accurate as I can glean from the information. So I only follow the transits of Mars and Venus, the yin, the yang, the left, the right, the good, the potential, not so good. And so this month, Aries, Venus transits 2 signs, Leo, until the 19th of September, and then it moves into Virgo for the rest of the month. Mars also is in 2 signs. It is in Libra until the 22nd, and then it goes into Scorpio. So let's examine these aspects more closely. Starting with Venus. Venus is in Leo, and that is your 5th house. What a beautiful place for Venus to be. That's the house of romance, creativity, children. Venus represents love, cooperation, kindness, and money. So being in this house, so it's as if Cupid himself has shot an arrow through your heart. And that arrow opens up your heart to romance, whether this is new romance or you bring a romantic element to your ongoing relationships, significant relationships. And it's also about making money creatively, making money doing something that fills your heart with joy and excitement. The fifth house is about children as well. So taking pleasure in your children, loving your children, and receiving the love of your children. Children love unconditionally. This entire aspect is about unconditional love. Learning to love the other and accept them for who they are, what they are, without imposing any of your needs into that dynamic. At the same time, until the 22nd of September, Mars is in Libra, and Libra is your seventh house of relationships, significant, important relationships, pouring energy into relationships that matter to you. Now, the only problem here is that sometimes Mars can be over-exuberant, and disagreements or conflicts can arise because of this exuberance. Disagreements, but not necessarily, not with Venus in the fifth. More likely your disagreements will be swept under the rug, in a sense. You see, not made an important factor in your ongoing connections. And so you'll be able to overcome differences in opinion, differences in philosophies with those whom you consider to be important. Now, near the end of the month, Venus on the 19th moves into Virgo, your sixth house. The sixth house is about your health, about work, how you work. And of course, Venus is about money, making money by doing work that again allows you to express your love, compassion, kindness, working towards greater cooperation with those involved in your work. Now, it's also about your health. And with Venus here, you're going to do something that will ultimately provide greater health for yourself. Self-love, self-help, doing something that will benefit you, benefit your physical health during the last phase of the month. Now Mars moves into Scorpio, the 8th house of partnerships. So it was in the 7th house of relationships. Now it's going into partnerships, creating partnerships. Shared resources. Maybe you have to share, or someone is sharing their resource with you. And this is where the energy is flowing towards the end of the month. And the 8th house is also about sex, intimacy. So it raises your need for more intimacy, sexuality. You certainly will be much more sexy by the end of the month. This is also about taxes, meaning issues concerning governmental agencies. Doesn't have to be bad, just means that you are working in this realm of financial and other governmental issues, permits, grants, having the government provide you with the resources that you need, or paying off debt, paying off your bills. This is all the goings-on that you'll be engaged in at the end of the month. Remember, including Venus in the 6th house of work and health. So all of these issues will receive divine help. Now, with that as preparation and a foundation to the tarot forecast, let's move into that tarot forecast and see what Spirit has to give us more directly. And thank you, Namaste, for your viewership, your sharing and commenting and liking. I appreciate it very much. Thank you. Take 2. Welcome, Aries, to your tarot forecast for September 2025. This is a spontaneous reading, and everything is done right here in the moment. I, as a lifelong yoga teacher, have come to the realization that every single moment is filled with enormous spiritual power that we can access through our beliefs and mental focus. As an analogy, there are energies that live all around us that we don't see, but that provide us electricity, the internet, TV, telephone, telegraphs, there's radio. All these exist all around us, and we simply have to have an antenna that picks them up and translates them into useful information. Well, it's the very same thing with spiritual energy. It's all around you. You just have to put your antenna up, the mental antenna, to receive that power. The tarot allows us to open up that inner portal to the energy that lives within us, all around us, and translate that energy into useful information. The tarot does it through meaningful symbols, symbols that represent emotional reality, emotional realities that lay underneath consciousness, just underneath. And you can access this if you understand the symbols that are on the tarot cards. They represent, again, deep, hidden information, spiritual, psychic information. So with that, let me move the mic a little so we have room. I use the Weight Rider deck because it is rich in these symbols, and they very much resemble dream imagery, dream symbols. So let me first of all put in 2 reversals, and only 2. I've already shuffled the cards and made sure that they are all upright. But here in front of you, I'm going to put in 2 random reversals. And then I'm going to shuffle just a little more so that this is done in this moment, in this magical moment. There we go. So we're ready. Let's lay the cards down, and we, with our left hand, left to the right brain, we make 2 more piles, and then we reassemble into a single pile. And we're ready. This is a 4-card spread, again, relevant to you. If your sun sign, your moon sign, or your rising sign is Aries. I have Jupiter in Aries. So I am familiar with the energy of Aries. And you see this? This is a dragon. I was born in 1952 in the year of the water dragon. And I'm Pisces, Scorpio rising. All right, so now you know me. Let's get to know you. The first card represents the overall mood or energy of the month. And remember, we've got Venus in your 5th house of creativity, love, romance, children, all the good things in life. As I said, you might be feeling the arrows of Cupid in your heart. The overall energy is Temperance, the angel of temperance. And for Aries, Aries is a fire sign. You're the most fiery sign of the fire signs. You're the initiator. You're the passionate pioneer. This tempers your energy, meaning that though you're a fire sign, what the angel of temperance is doing is allowing you to temper that fire and to bring it under your command and control. It's about tempering that fire with love, kindness, gentleness, sweet patience, and traveling down the road of the golden mean, not too excessive in any regard, but staying very calm, and centered. This is what characterizes the month of September. Calm, centered, loving, kindness. You become the angel of temperance, contrary to your usual excessive energy. Aries are always on the go, always moving, always doing, always passionately initiating something. They're not always that good on the follow-up. But this month, you just may be. Because it's not that this energy dissipates as soon as you start something, but that you are able to command and control that energy and make it last over the initial phases of either a romantic relationship or a project or your work. This is beautiful. A patient Aries is a formidable force to reckon with. And that's you this month. You control your own energy so that you mete it out in equal measure, balanced measure, allowing you not just to start something, but to continue that flow of energy. If you meet someone, fall in love, it's not a one-night stand. It has the fundamental ingredients for a enduring, lasting love. Your challenge. Wow, all right. You're your challenge. You are, male or female, we'll put you in the category also, the female, the King of Wands. He's the King of Fire. That's you. It does represent an older fire sign person, Aries, Sagittarius, Leo, could be. They could challenge you in some way. Or you could be your own challenge. You could be challenged to take the throne, to command, to rule with authority and high creativity, with high energy, to be the best you can be, the best that Aries can be. They are the soldiers, the warriors, the pioneers. They are the creative geniuses, relentless in pursuit of creative perfection. So you need to assume the throne. See that little salamander at his feet? Salamanders are chameleons. There's a bit of a chameleon that you have to be this month, blending in to your environment so that you can assess and evaluate and then assume control. this is your challenge, to be the best that Aries can be as a potential energy. All right. The unexpected is next. What might surprise you during the month? Remember, we have, I just thought of it, we have Mars traveling into your 8th house at the end of the month. And this is, I think, where you assume absolute control, because it's a powerful place for Mars to be, concerning intimacy, concerning death, doing something in a way that is absolutely innovative, new. Or you might be dealing with a death, an actual death in your realm of friends and family. And you need to be the one who takes charge of the situation. Just mentioning. All right. Wow. Unexpected. Look at this. We've got so much royalty here. We've got the King of Pentacles. This is, if it is a person, this person could be a Capricorn, or he or she perhaps could be a Virgo or a Taurus. Something unexpected, unusual happens with this person. On the other hand, if it's an unexpected event or an unexpected situation, the situation is that you get the money, the resources to accomplish your aims. He may represent some authority, governmental agency, or someone who is very skilled in finance, who comes into your situation and provides the security and the means by which to accomplish your aims. It could be, if it's a person, just an unexpected arrival, unexpected involvement with them. This is a beautiful, beautiful thing, because we've got two kings. So it's all about taking charge, being in command and control, and in this instance, it has to do with more the material world. Not just the creative aspects, not just you putting your creative skills and talents towards your dream, your goal, your aim, but also making sure that you're financially capable of achieving success as well. So unexpected success financially, or help. Wow. So we've got two major arcana cards. The first one, remember, was Temperance, the mood of peace, tranquility, and love. And now, at the end of the month, when Mars moves into your Venus moves into your work sector, the 6th, and Mars moves into the 8th, we have the Chariot. Remember I said that you're a warrior? Well, then you don your armor and you get into your chariot and you set yourself ready to fight, the good fight. This charioteer is in a meditative mode because everything is still. So he's preparing himself for the battle. What battle? The battle of commerce, the battle of social interactions. The chariot is a vehicle that was used in battle. It has a flaw, though. It can only go straight ahead. It can't turn. So it becomes a symbol of you just keeping your attention on what's ahead of you and not being distracted by the goings-on around you, the chaos around you, and just firmly keeping those reins on that hold the sphinxes, the sphinxi, that pull the chariot, so that you are always in charge. You fulfill your challenge, and you aim at your target, and you relentlessly move ahead, unabashedly, relentlessly, like a good Aries is capable of. You don't take no for an answer. You say, no, I see my goal, and that's where I'm going, regardless of all the chaos that may be around me. I'm going to charge ahead and arrive at my destination. So you take command and you full throttle move towards your goal. That is your September 2025. Now, normally, we move right into our yoga pose, which is correlated energetically to the reading. But this month, because I live out here off-grid, my internet has not been as fast as it was before. So I have to shorten my videos and so that they can upload. Otherwise, it takes hours for the uploads. So I'm going to upload this video first, and then I'm going to upload the magical pass. This is a yoga that comes from the ancient Mexican tradition of yoga that I feel has been lost and unappreciated. And each pass is a sequence of movements designed to intensify your ability to focus your intentions. Our intent is our sword of manifestation. We manifest through our intent. And this yoga is about increasing the energy of intentionality. So I'll post it after I post this video. Hopefully today, if my internet is cooperative, but certainly you'll have it by tomorrow. So thank you very much for participating. And by the way, I'm also going to implement a new way of deriving a personal reading from me through a separate company that will all in one place provide a means for you to get a reading from me via voicemail or voice activated connections via the phone, or video connections via the phone. I live, as I said, in Hawaii, a very rare time zone. So I'll always be able to post when I'm available so that you can choose to speak with me or to have a video conference with me as a private and personal reading for you. So wait for that as well. Please subscribe and share and like. Thank you. Namaste. See you next month.